Hello, welcome back to a series of lessons on how to be happy in marriage 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Guaranteed to work if you'll just do what the Bible says. This is a series of lessons based upon the Bible. So, in the first lesson, we learned that the whole basis for having happiness in marriage is to have faith in God. And if we're not happy, the reason is because we don't have faith in God. And so, what I'm trying to encourage you to do in this series of lessons is to have faith in God and believe His Word. Having faith, that means we trust Him to be telling us the truth. We believe that He wants to bless us, and we believe He has the power to bless us and will bless us if we'll simply have faith in Him. So let's go to the next lesson here. We'll get into verse 3 through 5 of Psalms chapter 37. And what this says is, trust in the Lord and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and He shall give thee the desires of thy heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in Him, and He shall bring it to pass. These are really good verses, and if you'll just believe them, and notice what it says to start out. Trust in the Lord. In other words, have faith in the Lord. Trust in the Lord and do good. Just do what He said. Obey Him. And it says, thou shalt dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. You're not going to starve to death if you'll just do what God says. It might go through some times where things will be kind of short, and you may not get to eat T-bone steak every day, but I'll tell you what, God's not going to let you starve to death. I can guarantee you that. Now notice it says, delight thyself also in the Lord. You see, if we really believe that the Bible is a success book, if we believe that the Bible tells us how to be successful in life and how to prosper in our life, then we're going to go to the Bible with a different attitude. We're going to go to the Bible believing what it says, and we're going to go to the Bible delighting in it. We're going to be excited to read what it says every time we sit down to read it. Now, let me tell you something. Whenever I read through the Bible and I read that I am doing something that's sinful, I'm happy to read that because I don't want to continue doing something that is going to hinder my being a successful person. So it doesn't bother me to read in the Bible whenever the Bible tells me how to dress. He tells me how to wear my hair, tells me how to act. I just want Him to tell me how to do everything so that I can be successful in my life. And that's what you need to do too. So when we delight ourselves in the Lord, then we'll want to do what He wants us to do. And because of that, because we'll want to do what He wants us to do, then He'll give us the desires of our heart. We want to be successful for Him. We want to be successful in doing what He wants us to do. Then He's going to make it so we can. He'll give us the desires of our heart. If I ask for $1 billion, well, He may not give me $1 billion. He could, if that's if I'm wanting to do something that requires $1 billion, if I'm wanting to do something for Him that requires $1 billion, then He'll give it to me. But the important thing for us to remember is that we have to have faith in Him, and we don't tell Him what we're to do. We're to be submissive to Him and let Him tell us what He wants us to do. and we be obedient in doing that. He says, "Commit thy way unto the Lord; trust also in Him, and He shall bring it to pass." So, if we'll commit our ways to Him, and we'll say, "Lord, help me to be obedient to you. Show me your will. Make it very clear, and then help me, Lord, to be obedient to you." And He'll help you, and He'll bring the desires of your heart to pass. He'll make it so that you succeed in your plans. Now, let's go down to verse 7. It says, "Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him." If we really believe what the Bible says, if we go to the Bible with faith, trusting God, and then we can rest in Him. He'll do the work. He'll bring things to pass. We don't have to be making things happen, so to speak, because He'll make things happen. In a sense, we make things happen because we do what He wants us to do. But don't do anything in the flesh, because if you do things against what He says, because you think that you can make it happen, that you know more than Him, and that you can make it happen by doing your own ideas, then you're going to be in trouble. But if you'll if you'll rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him, and fret not thyself because of him that prospereth in the way, because of the man that bringeth wicked devices to pass. You see, don't look at people that don't even believe in God, and we look at them and we see they have a lot of money. We see they seem to be doing pretty good. Don't be deceived by that. Those people are not happy people. Those people they may seem to be happy on the outward appearance, but down in their heart, they are not happy people. I just think of the movie stars that get involved in all kinds of immorality and drugs and alcohol and things like this. That they have one of the highest suicide rates in the world. Why is that? Because they're not happy. That's why they're not happy. So don't fret yourself because of them. And then he says here, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. So the way of the world is we're going to force people to do things. We're going to get angry. We're going to start hollering and screaming. We start hollering and screaming at our spouse. Boy, I don't like this. You're doing that wrong. You quit. You need to change. I don't like the way you are. And we're disrespectful to our spouse. And what's going to happen when we do stuff like that? Well, not good. Nothing good is going to come out of it. So, what God tells us here, He says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Don't think that you can go against God and do the opposite of what God said to do, and everything's going to turn out all right. It won't. So if you want to have a happy life, if you want to have a happy marriage, then you're going to have faith in the Lord and forsake wrath. It goes on and it says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. Evildoers will be cut off. You shouldn't want to be cut off. We shouldn't want to be cut off, to be cut off from God, cut off from fellowship with Him. We don't want that to happen to us. But if we want to be in fellowship with Him and have His blessings upon us, then let's forsake wrath. Let's cease from anger. I'll teach you a song real quickly that'll maybe help you. Just remember this, Ecclesiastes 7:9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools. Ecclesiastes 7:9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools. Ecclesiastes 7:9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools. Trust in the Lord. Believe in Him. Rest in Him. He'll bring to pass the desires of your heart. God bless you until the next lesson.